Your broker general agency has partnered with Agent Quote to make available to you a new revolutionary way to sell your clients' term life insurance. Your broker general agency has a similar website to this one shown here. This website allows you to view how an interactive banner works, what a microsite is all about, and allows you to sign up to make an interactive banner and a microsite your own. This video will give you a quick overview of the entire program. Just a few facts. According to a recent Life Foundation study, the internet now plays a role in 8 out of 10 life insurance purchases. 59% of buyers use the internet to conduct research, but ultimately buy from an insurance agent. The majority of potential insurance buyers have not been solicited by an insurance agent in the last 12 months. 64% prefer to purchase life insurance from an insurance agent or from a financial professional. It was 80% in 1996. There's been an increasing preference to purchase life insurance direct via internet, mail, or over the phone. The most willing groups are ages 25 to 44 and growing older. Agent Quote has created the technology that makes it a snap for insurance professionals to now sell term life insurance over the internet. You now will be capturing the billions of dollars in first-year premiums from your clients that was once going to companies like SelectQuote, IntelliQuote, and other agents. Now let us show you what the product is all about. This is an example of an actual term life quote engine interactive banner that you can place on your website. The banners come in many different sizes with many photos and colors to choose from. In most cases, it is as simple as copying and pasting your unique dynamic code onto your website, so that nobody would be left out if they did not have a website, or for those who would prefer to have a separate website to quote term life insurance, we created a microsite for everyone. You can choose a microsite or you can use both. You are looking at a microsite. The 3 videos tell very powerful real-life stories of why people need to have life insurance. The microsite can be customized with your title in the header or your logo or both. Plus you have the choice of photos for the home page. You also have the ability to add Facebook and Twitter links. Notice the banner collects the first name, the last name, the phone number, and the email address. When this box is totally completed and a quote is generated, you are immediately sent an email with all the information collected. There are 5 other pages. Process. This page spells out the 8 steps from getting a quote to policy delivery. Life. This page covers life insurance basics. Needs Analyzer. This Needs Analyzer is a simple-to-use calculator to help you determine the amount of life insurance coverage needed. Glossary. Includes a list of definitions of common life insurance terms. And last, Contact. Includes your contact information. Now back to the home page, let's run a quote. Reviewing the selections, the benefit amount is $1 million, the term years is 20 years, the birth date is February 2nd, 1969, the state is California, but a quick note, the drop-down box only shows the states you are licensed in. Annual premium, male, non-smoker, name, phone number, and email address. A quick preview of the quote page from top to bottom. The top will show the agent name or company name with the phone number. Below that is the resident state of the person getting the quote and that agent's state license number. Further down you have the ability to change the death benefit. You also have the ability to change the number of years. In the header you can change the premium mode and view the death benefit and number of years selected. Below that shows the applicant's gender, tobacco status, and nearest and present age. The companies listed are only the companies you chose to quote. Whoever's getting a quote has all the necessary information to make an informed decision. First, all the rates that make up a quote for a particular insurance company are shown along the same row, from Preferred Plus to Standard. There is no mystery. The client knows upfront that there are other rates. They are preconditioned to know that they could get a higher rate other than Preferred Plus. This helps when it comes time to placing the policy. The client can review underwriting guidelines for each specific insurance company and see for themselves what rate they are most likely to get. Notice how convenient this is. The rates are at the top with the underwriting guidelines below. The client can review for themselves, or the agent can work with the client reviewing the guidelines all the way down to their height and weight. The client can come direct to this page. However, if they try to go direct to the application request form, this underwriting page pops up first. They must click the blue bar saying, "Yes, I reviewed the guidelines," before they can proceed to the application request form. You can also get carrier details and policy details by clicking View Policy Details. Back to the quote comparison page. A very important feature to know. If you want to regenerate this exact quote, whether for yourself or your client, you simply need to copy the URL that is in the address bar. The link will reproduce this page exactly as you see it. If you email the link to your client, he or she just needs to click the link and review the quote. No matter when the link is clicked, the quote will be fresh and new, reflecting any age change or rate change. The death benefit and number of years can still be manipulated, and the clients can still complete an application request form with the data populating your back office interface. Now let's proceed to the application request form. You have three options choosing the application request form: the long form, the short form, or the short form with the long form option. You are looking at the short form with the long form option. Notice the statement above the form reads, "Answering the following questions on these pages will not result in a determination of your eligibility for coverage." If you would like to speed up the process, we invite you to answer the questions on our long form. It takes about 10 minutes. If you lose interest after a few minutes, just submit the form, and whatever additional information we receive will be helpful in speeding up the process. Now let's proceed to the long form. Some facts about the long form. The long form asks all the questions you will find on a typical Part 1 life insurance application. Email address, phone number, and name are required fields. The application request form can be printed or emailed. The application request form will appear in your back office once it is submitted by the client. There are no default questions. The client is required to choose an answer. If there is no answer selected, the agent knows to ask the client that question. Once an application request form is submitted, this thank you letter is generated, and you will receive an email letting you know a new application request form is in your back office. Now let's step back and think of the possibilities. More and more insurance sales will happen on the internet, so say all the research companies. The Term Life Quote Engine program you are looking at is the first tool that was created for the consumer and the agent to work either collaboratively or alone on the internet. No longer do you need to visit your client to work together. You can use a conference tool to work collaboratively, or you can direct your client to your interactive banner on your website, or you can direct them to your microsite. You can even email your client an interactive link that is specific to your client. How often have you had your client tell you to send them the quote? Now, when they view the quote you send them, they can complete an application request form, and the quote will always be up to date, and you will always own it. We've created the tool, now it's up to you to make it happen. Don't let your clients that you've worked so hard to get purchase term life insurance somewhere else. If you viewed this video, you should have the link to the sign-up page. It's now time to act. Thank you.